Well, hey, thanks for coming back and watching the next interview here with Ella. And I'm excited to just talk a little bit about Japan with Ella and what her thoughts are and what she's been experiencing and thinking and feeling. So, Ella, anything you want to say before we get started? Do you want to let anybody know anything as we're going to get started with this?
Hi.
Hi. Is that it?
Yeah.
All right, Ella, how old are you?
I'm 10.
You are 10. But you're pretty close to what?
11.
Oh, is that what comes after 10?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good.
That's not 18.
Oh, nope. That's good. I'm not ready for you to be 18 yet.
I'm not
barely ready for you to be 10. So.
I'm not ready to be 18 either.
Well, that's good. That's good. All right. So here's the first question, Ella. If you could let the people know, what is one thing that you've learned about Japan so far that you were like, wow, I didn't know that, and then you want to let other people know?
I did not know that it was that big. I thought it was like just a teensy little island.
Okay. So you didn't know that it was as big as it is. All right. And that it's not just one island, but there's lots of little islands, lots of different islands, like different sizes too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really cool. That's really cool. What is the thing that you are the most excited about?
All the food.
All the food. Okay. Anything else you're most excited about? Like any food? I mean, food's amazing. So.
I'm also excited to make new friends.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really cool. What do you think is going to be the hardest thing about moving?
I think the hardest thing about moving is going to be like having to say goodbye. Like there's a lot of goodbyes.
There is a lot of goodbyes, and you've already had to say some goodbyes too. Yeah. There's been a lot of things that we're having to kind of process through and say goodbye. And I won't make you talk about all of them though.
Okay.
Unless you want to.
No thanks.
Okay, I didn't think so. So going back to the food question, what's like the one food that you're like, I can't wait to get to Japan because I want to try this. I want to have this in Japan.
I want to have the real, I really want to have sushi and unagiri.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say a peanut butter sandwich. No? Just kidding. All right. Yeah, the onigiri and the sushi. You want to have like the real, like from Japan. You want to have that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it's going to be better than having it here in America?
Probably.
Why do you think so?
Because American things, they Americanize things.
Oh.
Very much.
Okay.
Like, they make stuff sweeter. Sometimes, a candy that's from here, they make it much, much sweeter here. But then when you eat that, then you're like, this is the real stuff.
The real stuff.
The real
okay.
Stuff.
All right. The real stuff. What is one thing you hope to do or see in Japan? What do you want to do or see? So this isn't the eating part of it. What's the thing you want to do or you want to see in Japan?
I want to see the move of God's hand.
Oh, yo, that is good. That's really good. I do too. Do you think we will?
Yeah.
I think so too. Wow, that was really good. What do you think life's going to be like there? Like, obviously we know it's not going to be the same as when we're here in America. So what do you think it's going to be like? If you have to imagine, what do you think? I mean, I know you have good imagination, so this could be crazy, but what do you think?
Yeah, but I have this this app on my phone that I look around in Japan, so I kind of get to see it.
Oh, yeah, you're
So
using
there's
the Google Google Maps, right? Isn't that what you're using? And then doing street views. Yeah, she's jumping on Street View and walking around, Japan, getting kind of this image a little bit about what it's going to look like anyway. So okay.
There's a lot of people walking around and riding bikes.
Yes, there is. Yeah.
That's a lot more than what we do here. We're just like vroom vroom.
Yeah. In fact, when people walk by our house, we're like, "What are you doing? What? Who's that? What's going on?" Right? Okay, so you think you're gonna see a lot more people walking around and on bikes. What else is life gonna be like over there? What do you think?
Tasty.
Tasty, yes, their food is gonna be good. But anything else that you're like, man, I think it's gonna be more like this, or it'll be interesting to see what this is like, or what do you think?
I think it's gonna be like people are gonna be like when you go to the store, you won't see people in pajamas.
Oh, that is true. That is true. Like here in America, people might try to wear their pajamas to like Walmart or something like that, but they don't do that over there, do they?
Don't think so.
No. It's they put themselves together and they do. Yeah. Oh, that's really good, Ella. That's a good one. What are you most looking forward to do when we finally get there? Because this has been a long itinerary. Like we haven't even barely started, but we know it's going to be a long like itineration thing, and we're traveling around all the time. So like I know there's probably a lot of this like, when are we going to get there, and like when this is going to happen. So like when we finally get there, what are you looking forward to do?
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. So nothing about like seeing like Pikachu or anything like that.
Well, that would be nice.
That would be nice.
But I'm excited to go to sleep in a different time zone.
Oh, go to sleep in a different time zone. Okay. All right. And do you remember how many hours different?
Either 13 or 14. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it's 13. 13. Except they don't do daylight savings, so it might be dependent on that. But I think it's 13.
No daylight savings.
Yeah. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
You don't have to like randomly one day just be like, oh, I have to sleep an extra hour or I lose an hour of sleep. Yep, you don't have to worry about that anymore. All right, here's a big question. Here's a hard question. What are you going to miss most about America?
Family.
Family. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a hard part, isn't it? Especially because right now you get a good amount of family time, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we get together with the grandparents and cousins and stuff like that. So, yeah, that is going to be a hard time, a hard thing for sure. Okay, so last question here, and then we can finish this one up. As people are watching this, thanks for sticking around and watching the whole video. And Ella, if you could ask them to be praying for you, what is the one thing that you could say, hey, if you could just be praying for me for this aspect of it? Because I can tell you this, the people that are following us and thank you so much. I just want to say thank you so much for praying for us. We feel your prayers. We know that God's with us. So thank you so much for being prayer warriors for us. So we want to take some time to specifically say, Ella, what can they be praying for you right now?
That's a really tricky question. They can pray for me to, like, ask God to help me work through my goodbyes, like, not, like, just, like, get over them, but, like, still, like, have them, but, like, not just, like, just forget about this, then I'll just remember when I get back.
That's a very mature thing. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people would want to just shove down that goodbye and just like, oh, I'll shove those feelings to the side, or how quick can God just help me get through it? Like, but actually, for you, you're saying help you to learn how to live with that, right? Like, what does that look like? And yeah, so if you guys would do that, would you guys just be praying for her specifically just to learn how to process in and through those emotions? Because it is a lot of emotions. It's a lot of goodbyes. It's, yeah, especially because you have a lot of good connections here and got a lot of great relationships and yeah, so would you guys be praying for that for her? But Ella, thanks for jumping in. Thanks for sitting around and having a chat. So anything else you want to say before we go?
Yes. Can I interview you when it's your turn?
Oh, can you interview me?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Maybe you might have to stop and check out another video. Yeah, maybe we'll have to do that. Maybe this will be the teaser to set up for another video where we will let Ella interview me. We'll have to swap chairs. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. One more question. One more. Sorry. How did you feel when we said we were going to Japan?
Pretty much every single emotion that you can think of.
Oh, okay. Every single emotion that you can. Do you remember? And if not, I'm going to say it because I loved it. I loved watching you as you were processing through this. Like, do you remember what you used to go around saying afterward? You would say it all in one sentence. And it was about your emotions. Do you remember?
I'm trying.
It's okay. She would go around going, I can't wait to go to Japan. I don't want to go to Japan. I can't wait to go to Japan. It was like one sentence where you just were going like this. You were going up and down. But I loved it because that's the real part of it, right? Because I think you're excited, but you're also not excited at the exact same time. And that's hard, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So you had a lot of different emotions there for sure. But I think it's important that we've been trying to let you have those emotions, right? And hold on one second. I'm getting updates. I'm getting updates right now from behind the camera to talk to you about certain things. Okay. So, yeah, we've been trying to let you have those emotions, right? And you've been learning how to have those different emotions, and how to handle them in the right way. So I want to say, good job in that, Ella. Good job in how you've been processing through that and having those conversations, right? So it's been good. Why don't you share a little bit? Mom wanted you. I'm sorry, the person behind the camera, won't say who, wanted you to talk about what God did in your heart about becoming a missionary to Japan. I know some people know. I know a lot of people probably know the story about Mom and I initially hearing the call, and then what happened with you? How did God use you to help confirm that calling?
So we were doing this one school book, this book all around the world, and it stopped on Japan. And then
That was the lesson for the day?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So then halfway through, Mom is just reading through, and then halfway through I stop her, and then I ask, are there a lot of missionaries in Japan or something like that? And Mom said no. And I said, are missionaries allowed to go there? And then she said, yes. And then I said, out of the blue, when I grow up, I'm going to be a missionary to Japan.
Yeah. God really used you. And up to that point, we hadn't talked about missions at all. We hadn't told you that God called us to missions. We hadn't told you about anything. I mean, I think the only other conversation we ever had that I can remember about being missionaries with you was a year prior or 2 years prior. We're driving in the car, and all of a sudden, Ella from the back goes, Mom, Dad, I think we should pray about becoming missionaries. I'm like, what? Where did that come from? And I remember, I distinctly remember being like, sure, Ella. Yep, we'll pray about it. I won't say if we did or not, because I think it was more, I mean, sure, we're like, obviously you use us anywhere you want, but like it wasn't something that we really took serious. But maybe we need to take what you say a little more serious. Maybe we should be like, Ella, what's next? What do you have next for us? But yeah, so it was so cool how God ended up using that moment to help confirm the calling of not only as missionaries, but about where we were going to end up. So it's pretty cool how God's used that, and God's calling you to be a missionary too. That it's not just mom and I that are being called to missions, but God is actually placing that heart on you and that calling on you. And God's calling, has put that calling into Ethan as well over that year as well. And so it's so cool to see how God really has been calling the kids and confirming that through the kids, and that this is part of the whole family. It's not just mom and dad and you guys are getting pulled along. So I'm so excited to see how I'm excited to see how God's going to use you over there. I think he's given you such a great heart. I'm excited to see what he's going to do over there in Japan. So I don't see anything else from the behind the camera person. So I think we're going to probably close it up with that and say thanks again for watching. And yeah, again, stay tuned for some other videos we're going to be dropping, and maybe we will have a chair swap and Ella will be asking me some questions, and maybe we'll try to do something a little different. But anything else you want to say?
Bye.
All right, bye. We'll catch you later.